Listen, a man, and he's telling you, a young man, oh, he's telling you, don't worry, after I marry you, we'll start doing it. After I marry you, before you start coming to my house. Madam, you know whether he gets something under his leg? You know whether that man gets something under his leg? Now when una don't marry finish, when he open and now you see say nothing there. Anything you want to buy, tell your neighbor, say test it. Tell him, say test it. Listen.
So this is the message that is now in vogue in most churches today, where you have pastors encouraging members to actually go into fornication before marriage. This is not the first man of God that I'm hearing, or I've heard said things like this. I've heard like 2 or 3 more persons giving this same message from the pulpit. What is the situation here? The situation is, before marriage, you should get to know the woman you are getting married to. Now, getting to know the woman you're going to get married to now involves you having sexual relationship with the woman before you say I do. Because he himself is giving example of himself that people have come with a lot of burdens after marriage, only to discover that they are going into what they may call major observations that they cannot cope with. This situation is growing among pastors. One would say, should we blame these men? Or should we pardon them? In my opinion, it is because of the kind of congregations or members that are being amassed as members in church today. You have people with different ingredients, people with different demeanors, people whose character cannot be determined even over a long time because it has been concealed. The message is not really sinking, as the case may be. So they come to church, they take what they want, they live their life, they pass through the church, but the church does not pass through them. They are not saved. In other words, they are not living like Christ, but they identify with Christ. In other words, they say the name of Christ, but not living by his character, by keeping his laws. So the church at the end of the day has been endangered. The good species in the church has been endangered by the bad species because the message is no longer sinking, not because of the weather has changed or whatever has changed. No, it is because the men at the pulpit have also changed. Some of them are not true to what they preach. So is their member. You cannot get more than what you have given in. That is the situation we have in churches today. So nobody, to a larger extent, is trusted, including the pastor. So you have people where the pastor is now advising that you must go and have a test and know what you actually want and not fall victim. Let's listen more to this video.
Now said be, that's why they talk. I can't come here and tell you that I'm very holy. I am one of the holiest pastors in town. I've never told you I'm holy. And I will never tell you that I'm holy. If I claim that I'm holy, who is not God? Who is not God between me and God? Who is not God if I tell you I'm holy? As far as I'm concerned, there is no one that is holy on earth. For we are born into sin. Ladies and gentlemen, get to know your spouse. Get to know your fiancé or your fiancé or your fiancée. Get to know him. Get to know her. Am I talking to somebody? Get to know the woman you want to marry. Don't be claiming that holiness. Later you are coming to use it to rob me. Later you not come and be disturbing my life. Get to know the woman you want to marry. Stop claiming holiness. Get to know her very well. And not go and separate after marriage in 3 months. Get to know the person you want to marry. Get to know her character. Get to know the way she cook. Get to know the way she behave. Get to know everything. Even the way she sleep. If she's sleeping, you will know. If she's sleeping like this and you like it, marry her. Get to know the woman you want to marry.